So here's the thing. Hey guys, I'm back and I haven't been in this specific film setup since I started this channel. So that's exciting. I don't know, I'm like out of breath and I'm like freezing and also like hot. Today, I don't know why I do this. Today I'm gonna be giving you guys 10 of like the best thrifting tips that I could think of. Not saying that like nobody come up with anything better, but that I could think of for like people who want to start thrifting. I've like talked to people before about thrifting and they're like, I want to start, but like, oh, I thought my dog was right here. They're like, I want to start, but I don't know like where to start and I don't know what to do or where to go. Like, how do you thrift? Like, whatever. So thrifting tip number 1, don't get discouraged. Okay. So I've had conversations before. And I'm like, oh my,
I get so many things from the thrift store, blah, blah, blah. Like, I love it.
And then people are like,
I just don't know where to start. Like, it's like intimidating. Like, it's so much. You go in, like, there's so much going on. Like,
once you start doing it, it's literally fine. I'm getting out of breath. It's not like going to the mall where everything is sectioned off and perfect for you to understand, but it's like, you just go, honestly. And I wrote down, just start ASAP. The day that you think about it, just go ahead and go. Number 2, thrifting tip number 2, have an idea of what you want. So, like I said, thrift stores is not like the mall, okay? You don't go in and in some of them they are. Some thrift stores are like this, but not all of them. Like, you can't expect this. These bugs outside, you can't expect this from every thrift store. But also, y'all, I got my nails done and like, I just don't know how I feel about them anymore. Yesterday, I was so excited about them, but I feel like they're nails for an older woman who is about to get engaged. And her friends told her, get your nails done because something special might happen. Also, this whole outfit is thrifted. This shirt was 75 cents. These pants, corduroy pants, 50 cents. So yeah, that's what you get when you start thrifting. You barely have to spend any money, even though I do still buy non-thrift clothes, but my wardrobe is about half and half. Half thrift, half non-thrift. Back on topic, have an idea of what you want. Everything is not always labeled in every thrift store. Sometimes it's just this large expanse of stuff and you just kind of have to like go through it. So go in saying, okay, I want to get like graphic tees. Go straight to the t-shirt section and just do that. If you go in and you don't have an idea, it can get that part can get kind of intimidating because you will just start bopping around and I promise you, you'll leave. So just go to a section and start moving through it. You are less likely to leave and less likely to leave immediately and more likely to actually leave with something really cute at that. Did I say, this is number 4. I don't even know if I said 3. So thrift store tip number 4, keep an open mind. So I know I just said have an idea of what you want, but it's both. So when you first go, you want to have an idea of what you want so you can have a starting point and you don't get overwhelmed and just leave. Then when you like start doing it more, you want to keep an open mind because there's so much that you can miss if you just like streamline your brain and you only do one thing, or if you see items that you never thought you would get, so you just pass over them. Like, no, keep an open mind. If you see that printed sweater that looks ugly, keep an open mind because I'm telling you, when you bring it home and start styling it, it's gonna look different and it's gonna be cute. So don't just pass over things because it's not something that you've gotten before or you're unsure about it. Just keep an open mind, think outside of what you normally do, and just get it. Plus, it's all cheap. I'm gonna come back to that. Number 5, if the item is super cheap, just buy it and think about it later. And you may think like, Shari, like we don't want to be wasting our money. It's a thrift store. And I'm going to get more into prices a little bit later, but it's a thrift store. I feel like a lot of thrift store decisions should happen fast, for me at least. So like, don't come in the comments talking about, are y'all even gonna come in the comment? Whatever. A lot of these decisions happen fast. And I feel like if you think about them for too long, you're gonna pass up on a really good item. If you're just moving through a section really fast and you see something you think you might like it, literally just go ahead and get it. I can't tell you how many times where I've gotten home from the thrift store and maybe like a couple weeks out, I'm like putting together an outfit and I'm like,
I should have got that fuzzy pair of pants
or whatever the heck it was. I'm like, I really should have just got it. But I thought about it too long and I passed up on it. Also, like I said, we're talking about super cheap items. And like, let's say you get home and you don't like it. You can literally just donate it. I just donated like 5 bags of clothes to Goodwill, some of which were not thrift, but a lot of which were thrift. So it's like, if you don't like something, you can just donate it later and it can be good for somebody else later. You know what I mean? So you really can't lose. To sum all that up, if you think too long about some of this stuff, you will walk out empty-handed. I'm telling you right now. But we all have those shining star moments in a thrift store where we have something that we know we want and it's perfect. And then you get really excited because nobody else is gonna have it and it's a unique item because it's a thrift store. Those are like the crowning moments. Okay, I think this is number 6. Don't forget about the shoes. And partly I'm saying this for me too. The shoe section is underrated. understandably sometimes, because a lot of them shoes are dusty. You walk by and you see torn up tennis shoes in some thrift stores. Some thrift stores are like higher end, which I think I'm gonna touch on that too. But when you walk in like your regular, schmegular, degular, run-of-the-mill thrift store, you go to the shoe section and it can be a little bit dusty and you don't want to look at it, but I'm telling you, and I wish I had the shoes here to show you guys. Oh my gosh, wait, let me tell y'all what's so funny. I was supposed to film a thrift haul a while back and I did film it. It just never saw the light of day because I hated it. I was like about to edit it. I'm like looking at the clips. I'm like, this is awful. And I got really sad and like went to bed and never showed you guys that video. But I got a pair of shoes that I showed in that thrift haul. I'm so mad that I don't have them here with me today. They are some red Tommy Hilfiger loafers. Loafers. You know how much I got them for? 75 cents. Fit me perfectly. So the minute you want to think you want to pass over the shoes, don't. I don't remember which number this is. 7, I don't know, y'all. Oh my gosh, I skipped a whole one. That's why I was confused about the numbers. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the beginning. Look for thrift spots in your area. A lot of people, when I talk to people about thrifting who don't already thrift, they say stuff like, I don't even know like what thrift stores to go to. I don't know where they are, which ones are good. A lot of them are saying which ones are good, which ones are good. Don't start with thinking about which ones are good. Start with the ones that are in your area. I personally think any thrift store can have good things. Yes, some more than others, but I feel like you're more likely to go back if you find one that's in your area. It's also more comfortable. So if this is a new experience for you, stay in town, a place that you know, roads that you know, people around that you know or whatever. And you're more likely to just like be there and be comfortable and find things and not just like give up on the whole process. After you have a good handle on like thrifting and you kind of know where you go and you have your staples or whatever, then start looking for thrift stores that have like soup days where like it's super cheap. Like for example, the thrift store that I go to, they have 50-cent day, 75-cent day, $1.25 day, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that means on those days, the respective price is what everything in the store costs. So it doesn't matter. So the day that I got this shirt was 75-cent day. Everything was 75 cents. Wait, my friend is calling me. Okay, we're back. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, today I got these was 50-cent day. Everything in the store was 50 cents. So if you're like me and you're on a budget and you can't always afford a shirt that's $15, like, and I'm only saying that because there are some thrift stores that are more expensive. Once you get a handle on what kind of thrift stores you like, start figuring out what prices you're willing to pay, because there's this other thrift store I go to called Ecology Vintage, and even though it's like secondhand clothing, it's kind of expensive. Like if I get 3 pairs of shorts at Ecology, I'm paying $60 easily. But if I get 3 pairs of shorts at the other thrift store I go to on 50-cent day, I'm paying $1.50. So like there can be a vast difference between prices at thrift stores. So once you kind of get a good handle on what you like, then like start looking at prices and saying like, okay, like let me find one that has a 50-cent day. Or I'm okay with the like big prices. I'm not always okay with the big prices. I can't always pay them. I think it's good to find a place that has something where they have 50 cent all day, or most thrift stores do a thing where like if certain items have a certain color, like that's discounted. So just be on the lookout for stuff like that. It can really be nice on your pockets and save you money. Okay, the next tip, because I really don't remember the numbers at this point. Go in the morning. Go thrifting in the morning. In the afternoons, things can get so crowded and picked over. So you feel like you're shuffling, elbowing through all these people, and it's so annoying. Some people have carts, which I get it. Like some people need a cart, some people don't need a cart. But it's really hard when it's crowded and there's a lot of carts. So if you want to avoid carts, go in the morning. Me and my best friend, we had class at like 12. I don't know. We had class at 12. We would wake up early so we could go to that thrift store in the morning on Wednesday on 50-cent day and like be the first people in there, because that place has the low prices on those different days. It's packed, and especially in the afternoon, it's packed. Everybody come out with the carts and everything, and it's packed. So go in the morning if you don't want items that are picked over and you want to get the best of the best and you don't want to be like elbowing through people. Also, it's more comfortable when there's not that many people in the thrift store. So I would recommend going in the morning. Okay, next tip. Don't get too stuck on finding brands. Now, I know not all our thrift people are wanting to find brands. That's cool, that's fine. But a lot of people are, or they go into thrift stores expecting like, I want to find Nike this, I want to find Adidas that, because I can find it for cheaper in a thrift store. Yes, thrift stores do have name brand things, but I've noticed if you get too stuck on finding stuff like that, you'll really miss out on like the really good, cool items. Like I remember I went through a phase where I was really trying to find Adidas shorts. I was like, I'm not gonna pay full price for Adidas shorts. I'm gonna find them at the thrift store, because I had friends that had found Adidas shorts at the thrift store before. Like it's possible, but I was so stuck on it because I like wanted them for dance and whatever. But I'm missing all these items. There's all these things that I'm missing because I'm looking for some Nike shorts. So if you're one of those people that goes to thrift stores because you want to find brands for cheaper, sure, that's fine, but don't get stuck on them because you will miss the beauty that is the thrift store, because you can find so many items that you wouldn't even find in a mall. Last but not least, but also very, very important, because this is getting on my nerves and I'm tired of seeing this. Don't start thrifting just to sell them on Depop or to sell them somewhere else. It's just not okay with me. You have to remember that thrift stores are really extremely beneficial and necessary for low-income communities. So yes, a lot of like younger people and just whoever go there to shop because the clothes are cheaper, they like to find unique items, or they like to find things that nobody else is gonna wear. Cool, I get it. But when you start just buying them for a come up, I feel like you're taking away from the groups that actually need it the most, the groups that are actually there because they can't afford anything else. I just feel like a lot of people, especially like people like our age, younger people, are going to thrift stores and buying things for 50 cents and then selling them on Depop for $50. And I think that's ridiculous and I think it's unfair. These prices are priced low for a reason, and it's not up to you to go in and multiply the price by 10 times just because you want to have a come up. I'm sorry, have a come up a different way. But and it's funny because my video next week is a clothing haul, but it's not thrift, so it seems very opposite of what I'm saying right now. But like I said in the beginning, my wardrobe is like half thrift, half normal, so that's what I call balance. But anyway, that is the end of the video, guys. Go ahead and like this video if you want to, share this video if you want to, subscribe to me if you want to, comment things you would like to see for fun, for not fun. I don't know what you guys like. I put out new videos every video. I said I put out new videos every video. I put out new videos every Friday, so I'll see you guys next Friday. Bye.